What's up? Welcome to Blockchain Tech and Finance with me, your host. If you're on the YouTube side, do I even have the YouTube thing up anymore? No. Yes. Subscribe, turn on the bell notifications right to the YouTube side. All these videos are streaming here on X and will be uploaded to YouTube right thereafter, so you can catch it over there with all the description links. All right, cool. Monitor playback's going in. Chat with me. I can see your chats in there as well for what you think is most important in the industries in blockchain tech and finance. And I will call it out on stream. Again, all of these articles I'm going to read source from are on the YouTube side, so you can catch them all back in there and read at your own leisure. And do more research on your own. Let's go right on to the stream for the day. We got the U.S. markets Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 0.032 in the red. Nasdaq Composite Index down 2.43%, S&P 500 down 1.43%, Global Dow Real Time down 1.12%, Gold Continuous is down 0.14%, and crude oil is down 0.22%. That's in the U.S. markets. In the Europe markets, we have the FTSE 100 index is up 0.33%, the DAX is up 0.08%, CAC 40 is up 0.31%, FTSE MIB index is down 0.52%, the IBEX 35 index is up 0.1%, Stocks Europe 600 is up 0.04%. Asia markets, Asia Dow is down 0.25%. Nikkei 225 is up 0.67%. Hang Seng up 0.55%. Shanghai Composite Index is up 0.4%. S&P Sensex is down 0.81%. That's on the BSE. FTSE Straits Times Index is down 0.17%. S&P ASX 200 benchmark is down 0.32%. And the Kospi Composite Index is down 0.85%. In the currencies, for Forex, we got Euro down 0.04%, Japanese Yen down 0.05%, British Pound down 0.14%, the Australia Dollar down 0.25%, the US Dollar Index is up 0.27%, the WSJ Dollar Index is up 0.05%. In the cryptocurrency markets, Bitcoin $34,513 floating flat between that range. Will it break 35K? Well, once more, we'll have to see in overnight trading. Typically, maybe it'll be kind of shorted out overnight trading, but we'll have to see. Not financial advice, just speculation on my own opinion. But it is down 0.44%. But all in all, it's up about like 10-12% in the past week range. Ethereum is down 0.06% at $1,786.93 per ETH at the time of this reading. So yeah, XRP down up 0.07%. Bitcoin Cash up 0.6%. Litecoin is up 0.42%, and Monero is up 0.84%. On the rates markets, US 10-year Treasury note is up 0.135. Germany 10-year government bond is up 0.057. Italy 10-year government bond is up 0.074. Spain 10-year government bond is up 0.061. UK 10-year gilt is up 0.073. And Japan 10-year government bond is up 0.007. In the futures market, we have the crude oil is again down 0.21%. Gold continuous contract down 0.08%. E-mini Nasdaq 100 index continuous contract is down 0.83%. The E-mini Dow is down 0.09%. E-mini S&P 500 futures is down 0.42%. And silver futures is down 0.14%. So that's the markets today. See what they bring tomorrow, and so on and so forth. In this first article, I have from Cointelegraph from Tristan Green, writer reporter for Cointelegraph. Neon Machine raises 20 million Series A for blockchain-based Call of Duty competitor Shrapnel. I've been in the Shrapnel Discord for maybe going on a year and a half. Great team, great people over there. So yeah, if you love Call of Duty and like battle royale gaming. So the company claims to a cast of employees whose collective entertainment industry resume contains titles such as Halo, Call of Duty, and Westworld. And I had some Shrapnel NFT characters, and they're doing really well. I don't think I have any in the wallet, but yeah, I've had them before. Just for the game part. Don't care about the value of them. Just people just trade NFTs for the value of them. But for me, it's for the game, to play in the game. Web3 gaming developer Neon Machine raised 20 million in Series A funding toward the development of its highly anticipated extraction shooter Shrapnel. It's been a long time. I've been seeing their talks and their speculation. I used to chill in Discord. We used to watch MMA fight nights here and there, and just have a nice time talking and waiting for the game. Recently, it's good to hear this. This round follows a 10.5 million seed round completed in June 2021. It was led by Polychain Capital and included funding from Griffin Game Partners, Brevin Howard, Digital, Franklin Templeton, IOSG Ventures, and Test Ventures. Shrapnel is an ambitious gaming project touted by Neon Machine as a AAA game, as an expression for video games with top-tier production value, budgeting, and marketing. We can play this. Edit this video out, but basically, I'll say this once more really quick. Early gameplay video shows what appears to be a gameplay loop consistent with Call of Duty, Warzone, and popular free-to-play extraction shooter developed by Microsoft's Activision Blizzard studio. And what separates Shrapnel from AAA competition is its reliance on Web3 and blockchain, while other videos such as Division 2 have mechanics in place where players can extract valuable items in order to play them to their character and profiles. The asset and Shrapnel are connected to the blockchain. Shrapnel will also feature a modding toolset that theoretically could allow players or developers to insert their other blockchain assets into the game for a world for players to interact with. This could hypothetically create an intriguing scenario for both seasonal competition and tournament play. The game is slated for early access testing for paid subscribers in December, according to press release from Neon Machine. Once the initial evaluation period ends, the company intends to launch the game as a free-to-play title sometime in 2024. And beyond development, the launch of Shrapnel, Neon Machine has also said that it intends to eventually license its Web3 developers API platform GameBridge after the launch. So again, what I was saying here with my microphone completely off is we'll bring this back up, and I will bring this up, is you can go over to the collection. And so I was noting this, obviously Warzone, playing Warzone, I had all my skins in Warzone. Now with Warzone 2.0, it's taking me an hour to load in. Like, no one wants to load in or play Warzone because they're all playing Warzone 2.0. I go over to Warzone 2.0, none of my skins ported over to the new scaling of the game. They're just stuck on the OG Warzone. And that upset a lot of people. Obviously, some people are saying, oh, that's cash grabbing, it's getting you to spend more money into Warzone 2.0 and continue buying stuff rather than keeping your base OG skins and weaponry, things you've collected over the time, and continues with their battle passes and stuff like that. In these games, blockchain tech, your skins are always immutable to your, to your character. Obviously, and we were just noting, you can bring other characters in from other collections possibly into the game. We'll see how that goes. And the game is slated to be launching in the beta phase in this December. So obviously, scooping up one of these, and I was noting that these are the collections, so you can go to the base one. The cheapest one on the floor right now is 0.121 ETH, about $216, $217 at the time of reading this in the ETH value. And you can see the weighted rarities of what's going on here. And what I was showing over here is here's one that is 0.13 that I was saying someone is basically paper handing this on the floor. What's called being selling for cheap based on the rarities. Based on these lower trait rarities here for this type, and mainly on the the Opskin Force Ember. So what that means, and when you go into collections, especially in gaming, you can see the background, different backgrounds here on these traits, the body, and 524 have these traits on the body. And that's the one we saw there. It goes up to 0.39 from there. This one, and then obviously, this one right here is 1.1 ETH, which is $1,965 at the time of writing in USD value. And what makes that is that they have the Opskin Force Ember, the Scale Attack, which is 2%, and the Assault Core Frost, which is 3%, and some other lower percentage that there's less of on these. So that's how people are shopping. And then past this, it's like 1.1, 5 ETH. So really right here, collecting this and then listing it upward. If some people are just trying to trade them, that might be a thing. For me, I would think, okay, well, here's a rarer one. I'll get in and play this game. And then maybe over time, I'm done playing this game and the demand of the game is a lot larger. And I'm going to leave out and go play another game. What's the demand going to be when a lot of people are playing this game when it rolls out? It's going to be free to play, but obviously this to be like more premium access and probably, you know, this skin and this character and gear and stuff will be with it in the game, where other players in the free-to-play mode will have a base character without these options, and someone else will probably look to buy this if there's a big demand on the game. This skin will probably be able to be sold for more or less, whatever the person deems as a value of it. So if I collect this and I want to post it for hire at 1 ETH, and someone finds the value, they really love the game and they want to collect this, then they'll buy it from me for 1 ETH. That's not financial advice. Do your own research on these sort of things. But right now I can see someone is obviously doing what they call like a paper hand, selling this for cheap compared to the rest in the collection where there's only 524 is my point. So that's that on there. I'll edit this video on the YouTube side and cut out the audio where I didn't have it playing on there. Let's go to the next article. So this is from the block. Writer-reporter Sarah Wynn. Senator Elizabeth Warren finds support in U.S. House for effort to tackle crypto finance terrorism. U.S. House Representative said Sean Casten said he plans to introduce a bill to strengthen Bank Secrecy Act requirements for cryptocurrency following reports that Hamas raised millions of dollars through crypto ahead of attacks in Israel earlier this month. That legislation will be similar to a bill Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat of Massachusetts, introduced. Casten told the House Financial Services Committee panel on illicit finance and national security on Wednesday during a hearing. We will be introducing a bill that Senator Warren has already introduced on the Senate side to do that over here, Casten said. Casten did not specify which bill, but Senator Warren reintroduced a bill in July that would crack down on the use of crypto for money laundering and sanctions evasions, as well as extend Bank Secrecy Act requirements to digital asset wallet providers, miners, among other participants. The use of crypto by terrorist organizations has been spotlighted after a Wall Street Journal report found that Hamas, along with other militant groups, raised millions worth of crypto ahead of attacks in Israel. WSJ cited crypto researchers Elliptic, which on Wednesday said that figures recently used to portray the scale of crypto fundraising by Hamas were being misrepresented. We have spoken with two representatives of the lead signatory, Senator Warren, as well as the authors of the Wall Street Journal article to clarify this. Elliptic said. Since the recent attacks in Israel on October 7th, the firm said only 21,000 in fresh crypto donations have arrived, with much of it already frozen. The unique traceability of these assets have meant that amounts raised remain tiny compared to other funding sources, Elliptic said. No public crypto fundraising campaign by a terrorist group has received significant levels of donations relative to other funding sources. Other lawmakers raised crypto concerns. Former House Financial Services Committee Chair Maxine Waters of California also asked witnesses on Wednesday about cryptocurrency's connection to Iran and Hamas. What we see is Hamas utilizing cryptocurrency to fundraise. That does happen, said Adam Zaranzinski, CEO of Inca Digital, a data analysis analytics intelligence firm focused on crypto. While cryptocurrency can be employed in activities that challenge our security and values, it also holds the potential for democratize finance, spur economic growth, and foster financial inclusion globally, he said. So, in other regards, unless you have like a traceless, like privacy coin, I wouldn't think it would be wise for anyone to who's like an idiot, or like some crazy person who wants to fund terrorism, to send their crypto on the blockchain, because it's completely transparent. It's like a ledger. It's just like asking for, if someone's got bad ideals and is a bad actor, to have law enforcement and stuff knocking on their door because they're an idiot. That's the strength of the blockchain technology, is that you can catch nefarious acts and funds that would go towards bad things like making bombs, killing people. It makes it transparent so people don't do those things. That's what the point of Bitcoin and Ethereum and assets are, on top of gaming and stuff like that. It's transparent. It's immutable. You know where the wallet's going to. You know where the funds are going to on the blockchain ledger via what's called explorers. Let's keep going here. So in NFTs, so we got some blockchain news, NFT news, cryptocurrency news. Now we're going into some NFT news. Court ordered NFTs and the importance of Web3 randomness. Nifty newsletter. A Singapore court permitted the use of NFTs to attach legal court orders tokenized as an NFT to issue a freeze order. Welcome to the latest edition of Cointelegraph's Nifty newsletter. Keep reading to stay up to date. Obviously, no, I thought that was part of the article. Who's this writer, reporter? Parashant Jaha. Singapore court authorizes freeze order attached to wallets as soul-bound NFT. The Singapore High Court has allowed financial investigation firm Intelligence Sanctuary to attach NFTs containing a legal document to cold wallets associated with a hack, according to United Kingdom-based iSanctuary and local press accounts. A court-issued worldwide freeze order was tokenized as soul-bound NFTs. I can talk about soul-bound NFTs if it doesn't directly talk about what soul-bound NFTs are. But in a nutshell, it's an NFT that is attached specifically to one wallet that cannot be altered, moved, or is owned by that one wallet as a soul-bound. So as soul-bound and attached to the wallets in question, the NFTs will not prevent transactions with the wallets, but will serve as a warning to counterparties and exchanges that the wallets were involved in a hack. In addition, iSanctuary claimed it has devised a means of tracking funds leaving the wallets. Thanks to the NFTs will be permanently attached to the wallets. That's what the point of a soul-bound NFT was. Web3 games need decentralized randomness to be fair. Random numbers. This is just going on. So yeah, so that's cool. Good use of what's called a soul-bound NFT type smart contract, which I've seen multiple utilities of soul-bound NFTs, and here's one I haven't heard yet. So I found that interesting. More due diligence in the transparency and the power of blockchain technology. Let's keep going here. So, on the metaverse, Decentraland's AI World Fairs seeks to show there is life in the metaverse yet for brands. And I'm not trying to stick core to NFTs and crypto and blockchain tech, but it could be like Meta, it could be something like metaverse that's not even related to blockchain. But Decentraland is a blockchain type protocol metaverse. It's attached to the Ethereum blockchain. I think also Polygon, but don't quote me on that. It's from writer Rob Webb Wright. And we'll just play this trailer here, I guess. Why not? So yeah, it looks like they're gonna have Sophia here. So this is an AI-driven convention based in Decentraland, which is a blockchain protocol metaverse. And Decentraland has come a long way. I remember the founders were literally sleeping on couches, raising funds to launch that, and it heavily got even faded afterwards. And it's good to see how far really Decentraland's come. It's obviously the graphics and looks a lot better than what the metaverse used to look like, but it's good. This looks good. So let's read about it. Many marketers have all but forgotten the metaverse, but Decentraland, one of the most active builders in the space, believes that AI revolution, among other factors, could help to supercharge this virtual space. Not so long ago, the metaverse was a high priority for many marketers. A wide variety of brands, from Miller Lite to Lacoste or something, launched virtual activations in an effort to establish a foothold in what was widely believed at the time to be the future of human interaction, a virtual marketplace, office, playground, and more immersive mode of social media, all wrapped into one. Then the metaverse music stopped. There are a number of factors that contributed to the sudden sea change surrounding corporate interest in the metaverse. For one thing, the infamous crash of the crypto market beginning in mid-2022 fueled a widespread wave of distrust towards all things blockchain. I did remember, yeah, no one was using Decentraland. It was like people were using it, and like it's like a ghost town. Um, and also Sandbox launched. Sandbox with the stand, and I forgot what Decentraland's token. I think it was like I forgot what they have their own token stuff as well. Not long thereafter, Meta's vision of the metaverse started to receive some scorn across social media, sparking a belief that the future may not, in fact, be virtual. More recently, the popularization and rapid advancement of AI models like OpenAI's ChatGPT has fueled a powerful surge in interest in this technology, a surge so strong that it seems to have largely eclipsed, at least for the time being, corporate interest in just about any other tech trend. Some would argue, however, the brands were premature in their abandonment of the metaverse, and that the dream of the virtual future of humankind, if temporarily taking shape in the background, is still very much alive. At the same time, new AI tech is being deployed by some companies to develop more compelling virtual experiences. These are two themes that will be on display at the inaugural AI World Fair, hosted by Decentraland today through Thursday. The virtual event will feature more than 30 speakers, including the Sandbox founder Sebastian Bourget and Decentraland co-founder and executive director Yamel Jardi. The exhibitions from 20 brands that are developing virtual experiences, AI or both. Some of the panels appear to be quite niche and will therefore not hold much appeal for those outside of the metaverse and AI sectors. Others, however, like the Hitchhiker's Guide to AI, appear to be geared to a more general audience. The latter category could prove to be useful to marketers who are curious about the ongoing evolution of both the metaverse and AI, and how the technologies are transforming culture and commerce. Obviously, people are using VR headsets for a more immersive experience and first-person experience. So we walking around in metaverse like Decentraland and or Sandbox and others. Or on Cyber as well. One of the core goals of the 3-day event, says Decentraland's Jardy, is to separate sci-fi versus sci-fact associated with AI. That is to distinguish the fantasy and unproved hype from legitimate practical applications. This has been a major challenge for many AI experts in recent months. As the technology has skyrocketed in popularity and capability, the subject has been a fertile one for sci-fi writers for decades, giving it an often frightening reputation that does not always map into reality. Headlines have abounded over the past year about potentially catastrophic long-term effects of AI. Majority appears to belong to the camp of AI enthusiasts who believe and view the technology not as a malignant force that will make human creativity obsolete, but will rather assist it and enable it to its next evolutionary stage. I believe that technology in the end is empowering us to be more capable, and AI is just one more leap on the empowerment of individuals. He says, what I want to see with AI is creativity flourishing. This idea of AI enhancing rather than replacing human creativity was echoed widely during last week's Advertising Week New York. So that's that right there. Decentraland's AI World Fair seeks to show there's life in the metaverse yet for brands. So again, do your own research. Check it out. Look up Decentraland. Make sure you're following legitimate links. Look up their official socials. And maybe jump into this convention. Or future ones, most definitely. All right, so we're going to move on to technology, go into some finance, and close out the stream for the day. We have in technology from the BBC News, Pope Francis encourages more children to code, especially in Catholic countries. Take that with a grain of salt. Obviously, we know the big conundrum of the Catholic popes, but a Polish tech entrepreneur's global project aimed at getting more children into computer programming has been endorsed by Pope Francis. I'm not saying all the popes are bad, or obviously we've heard the bad things about some of them revolving around children, but yeah. So founder of artificial intelligence company Cosmos AI is drawing on his own experience of coding transforming his life. He said the Code with Pope initiative would bridge the glaring disparities in education across the globe. It is hoped the Pope's involvement will attract Catholic countries. So yeah, obviously they're trying to get Catholic people and to children to immerse into technology. We believe that involvement of the Pope will help to convince them to spend more time and use this opportunity to learn programming for free, Mr. Marianiuk told the BBC. The initiative will champion access to coding education through a free online learning platform for students across Europe, Africa, and Latin America. After 60 hours of dedicated learning, children will be equipped with the basics of Python, one of the world's most popular coding languages. In digital age, programming skills have become as fundamental as reading and writing. World Economic Forum data released in 2023 revealed that the majority of fast-growing roles are technology-related roles. However, severe global shortage of tech skills threatens to leave 85 billion job positions unfulfilled by 2030. As a result, increasing access to high-quality programming education has become a necessity, particularly in low to middle-class income countries, many of which are Catholic. I mean, yeah, that's true. A lot of missionaries have basically set up education programs in Africa that have been, Christian-based and Catholic-based largely. So yeah, a large percentage of the Polish population identifies as Catholic. A 33-year-old millionaire, Mr. Marianiuk, told the BBC that he was proud of his Polish heritage and be part of a crop of successful Polish people working in technology. The country is making significant strides in tech scene, particularly in AI, which companies like Google, Brain, Cosmos AI, OpenAI having significant numbers of Polish employees. But Mr. Marianiuk is also aware that many countries are not as fortunate and hopes his educational program could help change that. The program will be available in Spanish, English, Italian, and Polish. It is expected to reach children all over South America, especially Brazil, and in English-speaking nations in Africa and Southeast Asia. This is not the first time the Pope has encouraged young people to get into coding, having helped write a line of code for a UN initiative in 2019. Mr. Marianiuk will meet the Pope and at the Vatican, but he admits he's not anticipating the pontiff to emulate his students in acquiring new skills. I don't expect him to know Python very well, at least, he said, but he will get a certificate for his efforts in helping start the program. So more efforts basically in all, whether it's religious or multimillionaires, just trying to get our youth into healthy new technologies that can actually immerse themselves and create further jobs, especially in this growing sector of AI and technology as we're all immersing ourselves within. We're going to close out this stream today with one last article here. Stock market news in the finance sector. Stock market news today. Stocks clobbered as NASDAQ drops 2.5% amidst Google's slide. So obviously you saw in the beginning, I was reading that the markets are down on the composite indexes and S&P 500. This is from Karen Friar and Josh Schaefer, Reddit reporter for Yahoo Finance. Stocks got smoked on Wednesday as investors digested mixed earnings reports from Microsoft, MSFT, and Alphabet, Google, while Treasury yields pushed higher, putting more pressure on already strained tech stocks. That hasn't affected Bitcoin. Usually, I think like stock market can affect Bitcoin. It usually kind of rides with it, but recently, no, not so much. Bitcoin's still trending sideways after its 35K hike, and we'll see if they keep shorting down or stay stagnant there. The Dow Jones Industrial Average (DJI) fell a modest 0.3%, but the benchmark S&P 500 tumbled almost 1.5%, and Nasdaq Composite Index dropped nearly 2.5% in its worst day in 8 months. S&P 500 and Nasdaq closed at their lowest levels since May. Alphabet shares slid more than 9% after Google parent beat on earnings and revenue fell short in its cloud business. By contrast, Microsoft stock was a rare bright spot for the market as it popped 2% after its own double beat showed its bets on AI were paying off for its cloud segment. Other megacaps lost ground as the mixed pictures sapped some faith in big techs, which have powered gains in stocks this year. Amazon stock and Facebook parent Meta, which reports results after the close Wednesday, were both down more than 4%. Tech stocks have borne the brunt of pressure from surging Treasury yields, which rose again early Wednesday after stabilizing somewhat. The 10-year TNX climbed above 4.9%, while the 30-year yield advanced above the 5% level. So yeah, live updates next day. Nasdaq has its worst day in 8 months. Like that. Live updates. So yeah, basically that's that. I'm not going to go into world news today. Obviously, world news is world news. I think we'll end it right here. I'll be back tomorrow with more blockchain tech and finance news. Again, this is going to be ported over to the YouTube side. So if you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications right here to blockchain tech and finance, and you'll see all these articles in the description box below. Streaming this live on the X platform, and again, porting over, uploaded to YouTube. So cheers, ciao. Stay safe. See y'all back tomorrow.